Hey, what's happening, guys? Dan Darrow here with another Options and Play video update. Uh, Theme of trading for basically every month since March has been strength in tech, just consistent higher lows, consistent higher highs. We've had this just like unsatiable bid for big cap software, a little bit less so for semis, but it's remarkable how many times we have looked like we were about to crack, not cracked, bounced very quick to put in a new high, right? And every time we get together for our option session, I feel like we talk about the same thing. It's because it just keeps playing out over and over and over again, right? And I don't want to keep like laboring on the point, but it's just worth bringing up that I don't when stocks look like they're rolling over, right? So when the Qs look like they're rolling over, I don't panic sell everything. All right. So one of the things or one of the benefits of options trading is that at any time you know what your risk is, right? Like the price you pay for those contracts, assuming that they're debit contracts, is your max risk. So if you pay $2 for calls, your max risk is $2, right? And what I do is like when things are rolling over and when they're moving against me is I wait. So if it hits my stop, then I get out. If it doesn't, then I don't get out. But what I really try to avoid is, and especially right now, is kind of like panicking when tech starts to show weakness because basically every single time since the beginning of April, Qs have gotten to the trend. They've bounced, and more often than not, the bounces have led to really fast rebounds. Right. So what I do is I wait. Right. I'm patient. I have my stops in place. If I get stopped out, so be it. I get stopped out. Right. I can always revisit something for a trade if it sets up again. But what I really try to avoid, and that's why like yesterday, I mean it wasn't that as busy of a session closing out longs, is because things weren't hitting stops. Like I'm not, just because Qs are rolling over and there's a chance that everybody's saying, okay, this could be it, this could be it. Well, technically it wasn't indicating that, right? And numerous times it's looked like we're going to roll over and it hasn't, so we held the trend. And what do you know? We have a massive, massive rebound today, right? So, again, like just kind of reiterating this point that options, especially when you're debit options, right? When you're trading long only options, so you're not shorting contracts. So, when you're trading long only, you know what your risk is. Your risk is the price paid. So, you have some comfort there knowing that, okay, if all goes bad, then the max I'm losing is X, right? And especially when you have a trade, or so when you're in a trade for a specific reason, right? So say you're looking for either a breakout, continuation, etc., you have a stop in place. So whether that's a technical stop if it breaks below such and such level, or a debit stop, which I use a lot too. If it's say like if I lose 50 or 60% of the overall net debit position, then I'll get out, right? So if it doesn't hit the stop on the technical side and doesn't hit the stop on the debit side, then you got to be patient because we've seen it play out over and over and over again. And I just don't want people falling for like the same head fake constantly. Every time it looks like we're about to roll over, everybody's just dumping all their positions because they think this is it. Well, it has happened again, and it wasn't it. We just bounced right back up. At some point, yes, that'll happen. But for right now, the trend's not broke, so don't try to fix it. This is what's worked, so that's what we're going to stick with. All right. That being said, we are getting through most of earnings, so I mean, this is the time of the year where maybe there's some profit taking. A lot of the big tech names have had large runs, so you know it could be something we look at. If the technicals and the action starts to dictate that, then we'll start flipping and looking on the short side. But for right now, I'm just gonna ride these bullish patterns. All right. So if you like this video and you're looking for more information on options trading or more information on options education, please follow up with the link in the description of the video for more information on options to play. Hope you guys have a great night. Stay well, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.